So, Life. What is it? What's it all about? Life is a new science fiction horror film directed by Daniel Espinosa. It stars Jake Gyllenhaal, Ryan Reynolds, and Rebecca Ferguson, amongst a few other people who are astronauts on board the International Space Station. After collecting a sample of Martian soil, they discover a tiny little microscopic bacteria thing that, well, it starts growing and it starts doing some pretty cool stuff, but then it starts doing some nasty stuff and ends up becoming a big space octopus thing that starts killing everyone and chasing everybody. And so essentially you've got a movie that's set on board a claustrophobic spaceship out in the middle of nowhere, and there's an alien being on board who is killing everyone. And if that sounds kind of familiar to you, it's because it is. So with a movie like this that presents us with a plot that's been done 100 times before, you'd kind of expect it to bring something new to the table, you know, to do something a little bit different. But unfortunately, this movie just really didn't for me. I really am not a big fan of it. Now, going into this movie, I didn't really know too much about it other than what I'd seen in the trailer. I knew that it was on a spaceship, there's a creepy crawly thing that's going around killing everyone. That's really all I knew. But unfortunately, that's basically all the movie gave me. So as far as things I liked about the movie, it looked good. I mean, the cinematography was pretty good. The special effects, for the most part, were really good. I dug how the opening shot was all done in supposedly one continuous take, which, yeah, was, you know, pretty interesting. Other than that, I'm really trying to think of something good to say. Because prior to seeing this, I hadn't even watched any reviews of the movie, and after I saw it and didn't really like it, I then went and checked out some reviews, and look, everyone seems to be saying a lot of positive things about it. I mean, they're saying things like the movie was full of suspense and it had a lot of tension and the acting was great and the monster was really good. I disagree with everything. Now, you know, this is only my opinion. I totally get that. And if you like the movie, I'm really happy for you. But for me, you know, the one thing that should be driving a movie like this is the tension. You look at the original Alien, and I mean, that thing was packed with tension, but this time around it wasn't there. And I think it was largely because the creature just wasn't scary. I mean, the xenomorphs in the Alien films, those things are scary. But this time around, we got this thing that's like a little globule that turns into something resembling almost like a flower, and then, like I said, it turns into a big space octopus, and they name it Calvin because there's some kids on Earth who decide that they want them to name it after their school. And, you know, giving the thing a cutesy name like Calvin kind of takes away the scare factor just a little bit. Oh my god, Calvin's coming to kill me! Oh, no, don't do it, Calvin! Calvin, you're so cute! Aside from that, look, I didn't really buy into the performances. The characters weren't that well developed. We didn't really know too much about them other than what they did on the ship. And even Ryan Reynolds, who ordinarily I really like anything this guy is in, even he couldn't save it. Everyone, to me, just kind of looked a bit bored to be in this film. I mean, even having Hiroyuki Sanada, who was the male lead in Ringu, my favorite horror film, even he couldn't save this film. And aside from that, it was so predictable. Down to who I kind of thought was going to be left till last, down to the ending, which, oh my god, as it was playing out, there was, you know, supposed to be this big twist, but wow, it was something you could easily see coming. Like I said, realistically, there's not that much that I can actually say in support of this film. It's a plot that's been done 100 times before. We've seen it all before. It brought nothing new to the genre. I mean, you know, movies that are generally set in space, I kind of like them, like, because there's that whole claustrophobic atmosphere where you can't escape, you can't just run away outside. But I was pretty bored throughout the whole runtime of this movie, and unfortunately, I'm going to give Life a 2 out of 10. Now, like I said, I do respect that there's a lot of people out there who dug this movie, and that's awesome. But if you're one of those people, drop me some comments down below and tell me what you liked about the movie. Or alternatively, if you're like me and you didn't like it, let me know why. So thanks for watching my review. Drop me some comments either here or on Facebook. All the social media links are in the description below because I like to talk about movies, and I would love to talk about movies with you. See you next time.
Click subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest movie reviews. Skynet will be taking over any day now, so what have you got to lose? Nyah.